Session 1 will cover the new era of maritime defense, and we'll hear from Mr. John Kim, the Vice President of Anduril Industries, and also Mr. Hyung-tae Kim, the Research Director from HD Hyundai. First, we'll invite Mr. John Kim, Vice President of Anduril Industries, to the stage. Please give him a big round of applause.
Good morning, I'm John Kim. We're a digital company, but I'm a pretty analog guy with a mic in my hand. It is an honor for me to introduce Anduril Industries today. We have been asked to talk about Anduril's spirit, perhaps defined by our innovation and the speed at which we move at. I think Chairman Jung credited us as being a rising star. At the same time, I think there are many in the US defense community finds us to be a disruptive force for all the changes that we're bringing about. To understand Anduril, it is important to understand what drives us. At Anduril, our mission is simple, but deeply ambitious: to solve hard national security problems with speed and precision. In a world where geopolitical risks and technological changes move faster than ever, speed isn't a luxury, it's a strategic advantage. This is Palmer Luckey. And when I met him at the beginning of the year, after I joined Anduril, and when he learned that I was heading out to Korea to start Anduril Korea, he said something to me that was very impactful and surprising. He said, "Don't shy away from tough problems. In fact, seek out tough challenges, security challenges that is challenging for our customers, because that's what we want to try to solve." Palmer founded Anduril 8 years ago, but he was in the news long before that. He was just 16 when, as an avid gamer, frustrated with the existing headsets, virtual reality headsets, and he couldn't find one that met his standards, he decided to build his own. And by 18, he basically built the first prototype, which later on became the Oculus Rift. He created the company, was able to sell it to Facebook for a little over $2 billion. Oculus Rift set the industry standard for VR headset. However, soon thereafter, Palmer was fired from Facebook, then Facebook, for making political contribution that was not favored by the Facebook leadership at the time. But I think fortunate for all of us in Anduril, and certainly maybe in the US military, Palmer found another cause, a bigger problem, more important problem to solve that is impacting our national security. Today, 40 cents of every dollar spent on defense is spent in the United States. But the reality is, we're not ready to fight the next war. We have seen how AI, drones dominate today's battlefield, and our current existing defense companies, industrial base, is not able to meet the challenges. We had over 50 tech and defense companies around the time of end of Cold War. But over the years, it has reduced down to today what we have is a handful of defense primes that basically reduces competition. The cost-plus business plan basically disincentivizes innovation and speed in a very important industry that is not meeting the customer's needs. Additionally, our industrial base manufactures artisanal wares, not scalable products. Some of our most critical defense wares, like precision-guided missiles, very high in cost, but we can't scale. And in a near-peer conflict, our US government's assessment is that we would be completely depleted of those precision-guided missiles within the first week, which is a scary thought. Our Anduril founders found it really, really difficult to understand why all the technological breakthroughs that were happening in the Silicon Valley wasn't making it into the defense world. Our traditional defense companies are amazing, great at building exquisite things for our defense, such as aircraft carriers and stealth jets, but slow to new technology. Thus, in 2017, Palmer and like-minded co-founders found the Anduril Industries with a single purpose, goal, to help find ways to US to win the next war. We didn't start out with creating a product. We started out with a problem statement, not a requirements document. Our philosophy is that if you solve the right problem, innovation follows naturally. Innovation for us isn't just about new ideas. It's about integrating emerging technologies into real-world systems that work today. We move from concept to prototype, not in years, but in months. We focus in the company with an idea that a concept Monday should be turned into a prototype by Friday. As an example, our core technology, Lattice platform or operating system, is an AI-powered command control system that went from prototype to operational use under a year. And also, when we field test our products, such as one of our drones, our engineers don't stay behind in the labs. They're out in the site. And if there's a failure, they fix it right on the spot. This is possible because we own the full technology stack: hardware, software, AI, allowing us to iterate rapidly and integrate seamlessly. This slide is a few months old. I say that because we've added on some new hardware to our catalog since May. We have hardware systems that cover pretty much all domain from space, air, ground, to underwater. But it's all tied to our core technology, Lattice operating system. We are a software-defined company that is hardware-enabled and able to quickly bring new products to the market. The longest it took for us to bring a new product from concept to prototype was about 18 months. That's Roadrunner, which is a reusable cruise missile. This is a revolutionary concept for defense, common in our everyday life, in that a lot of the apps, products that we use ride on, say, iOS, and the vendors can easily, quickly able to integrate their new app or product. Well, that's what we did at Anduril through our Lattice operating system, is essentially provide that same capability. Through integration into Lattice, we are able to quickly turn our hardware into fully autonomous systems. Now, I'd like to spend a few examples of our products to highlight Anduril's innovation and speed over the past couple of years. Around the same time that we created Anduril, it wasn't a drone that we were marketed or sold, but actually our Sentry Tower system. This is going back to President Trump's first administration, where securing the border between US and Mexico was a priority. And we had lots of illegal crossings, drug smugglers, but also an area where world's deadliest migration land route, because you had hundreds of people dying trying to cross the border. And the administration back then determined that building a wall was cost prohibitive and turned to virtual wall of using sensors. And that's where Anduril, we pivoted hard to meet the requirements, demand, and through use of radars, cost-effective radars and sensors, but tied into our Lattice operating system, where the AI can distinguish between animals, vehicles, and humans, that we were able to help the Customs and Border Patrol effectively monitor the border 98% of the time. Actually, the 98% was the test that we conducted with CBP, and our understanding is that it's quite effective. But I credit Palmer and our founders. CBP was not at first very interested in a new technology that wasn't proven. So what we did, we gave it free of use to a rancher on the border. We said, hey, this is free for you to use, and we'll just set it up, that one tower, and you'll have a user interface or a computer monitor you can look at. And if there is something that the sensor picks up, the computer monitor will alert you. And the rancher took up the offer, and on multiple occasions identified exact number of people, exact precise location, gave to CBP, who was very surprised at how was a rancher, middle of nowhere, able to successfully identify a number of people and location. And that really was just beginning of our demonstration of effectiveness of our products. Since then, right now, we cover a little bit over 35% of the border, but we're in discussion with US government to effectively monitor, secure 100% of the US-Mexico border. Additionally, United Kingdom has purchased and is using our system to basically secure, monitor the English Channel, and told 100% effectiveness rate. And most recently, US Marine Corps has adopted our system to secure its bases worldwide. Another problem that Anduril set out to solve for our warfighters is the evolution of unmanned aerial system threat. We've seen that play out in Russia and UK war. We've seen weaponization of drones. And this is how Anduril responded. These sensors up top were developed over the years to respond to the type of threat. Initially, just small group 1 and 2 drone threats, and radars, sensors that covered minimum distance. But over the years, we built sensors that could range out much further. And we've built systems as well as even cruise missiles that could fly at Mach 1 to deal with the threat, all with the help of AI based on our Lattice operating system. The last challenge is near and dear to me because of my previous life where I spent over 28 years in the US Army. And I have to admit, my heart goes out to today's warfighters, soldiers, because it is far more complex than the battlefield that I'm familiar with. Simply put, there's just way too much information. We have way too many sensors. We have too many equipment out there, tactics, the employment of electronic warfare, jamming, spoofing, all these things that just really makes today's battlefield very, very complex and complicated. And again, Anduril saw the problem here, and we sought out to find a challenge. At Anduril, we were determined to help our soldiers deal with these challenges by simplifying and automating a lot of these tasks, essentially to provide superpowers to our superheroes and to give our dismounted warfighters the means to leverage technology to dominate modern battlefield. The annual Army conference last month, we rolled out the Eagle Eye, this lightweight, durable, and AI-based helmet goggle system provides our warriors with incredible capabilities. Basically, they're able to see through walls. They're able to see behind them. They're able to monitor the entire battlefield because all the sensors data is infused right in front of them. They're even able to control and utilize the effectors or drones that are available at hand. Here's Palmer talking about our new Eagle Eye.
This is a new product that we just announced at the Army's conference yesterday. We've been working on it for years using our own money. No taxpayer dollars were used to create it. It's called Eagle Eye. And it is an integrated ballistics shell. So you've got a helmet, you've got hearing protection, you've got thermal sensors, night sensors, signals intelligence sensors that allow you to detect where cell phones are, where radios are, see that in your view. It even detects where gunshots are, shows them exactly where they're placed and how far they are. There's a view that's coming up here. So the blue force is my friendlies. So see that little right-hand corner where it sees behind the containers? They're tracking where the bad guy is. They're tracking where my guys are, and then watch when they go behind the container. So I can actually see through it and watch. Now they're engaging the guy over there, and he's down.
Finally, I would like to highlight Anduril presence in Korea. We opened our Anduril Korea in August this year, and we're privileged to partner with Korean government and some of the great Korean companies that are here. We're especially excited about partnering with Hyundai Heavy Industries, the premier shipbuilder in the world, and the host of this morning's session, where we'll look to co-develop unmanned surface vessel for the Republic of Korea Navy, as well as that of the US Navy. Innovation and speed are means to an end. The end is solving problems that matter, problems that ensure stability, freedom, and peace. As CEOs and leaders, our collective challenge is to build systems that learn faster than the threats we face. At Anduril, we wake up every day asking, what problem can we solve next? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. Thank you so much for such a great start of this morning for this forum. We could definitely see the dedication of Anduril and also how they are willing to work with the Republic of Korea, especially with HD Hyundai, and that was an amazing start of this morning. Give them a big round of applause for the next presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm very happy to be here and welcome all of you. First of all, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to my friend John Kim from Anduril for your wonderful presentations. The theme of the first session is the new era of maritime defense. As you all know, the global military competition has been intensifying in recent years. Along with this trend, the interest in reliable building capabilities for the naval vessels have been rapidly growing around the world. As a result, we feel like expectation and the attention toward HD Hyundai has been also rising. As a member of this great company, I feel a strong sense of pride as well as a responsibility. Before I move on to the main part of my talk, I'd like to share a video. Recently, HD Hyundai successfully delivered the next generation destroyer, Jeongjo the Great. This video captures the highlight of the delivery ceremony. Let's start.
오늘 정조대왕함은 여러분의 품을 떠나 해군으로 갑니다. 안녕히 계십시오. 정조대왕함이 건조 과정을 직접 지켜볼 수 있었던 지난 2년의 시간은 큰 영광이었습니다. 폭염과 혹한 속에서 여러분이 흘리신 땀방울과 열정 덕분에 정조대왕함은 대한민국의 바다를 지킬 준비를 마칠 수 있었습니다.
정성을 다해 키운 아이가 저희 품을 떠나는 것처럼 섭섭하지만 자랑스럽습니다. 작은 블록 하나하나가 쌓여 이렇게 멋진 모습이 되었으니 이젠 우리나라를 든든히 지켜줄 거라 믿습니다.
물론 힘들 때도 있지만 모두가 국방교전 증강에 기하고 딴 마음으로 이겨냈습니다. 오늘 출항하는 모습 보고 가슴이 벅차올랐고 해군의 미래에 중요한 첫걸음이라고 봅니다.
여러분들이 만들어주신 정조대왕을 포함한 90여 척의 군함들은 대한민국 해군의 전투력의 중심이자 역사였습니다.
정조대왕함은 함정 그 이상의 함정이죠. 설계, 생산, 그리고 저와 같은 지원 부서의 많은 분들의 노력과 열정이 들어갔기 때문입니다. 저는 그 위대한 여정에 함께할 수 있어 감사할 뿐입니다.
여러분들께서 보여주신 헌신과 열정을 영원히 기억하며 조국의 바다를 지키는 가장 강력한 힘, 정조대왕함은 조국 해양수호로 보답하겠습니다. HD 현대중공업 방위사업청 국방기술 승진을 위한 모든 관계기관 여러분들의 건강과 행복을 기원합니다.
As you could see in the heartwarming speech by the commander of Jeongjo the Great, the delivery of these naval vessels not only represents not only the advanced defense capability, but also the pride and dedication behind HD Hyundai's shipping excellence. HD Hyundai is already well known as the world's largest and the most advanced commercial shipyard. And Naval Ship Business Division also has delivered more than 100 naval vessels so far, each with the best technologies and the most experienced evolved. I firmly believe that it is the unmatched expertise and proven track record in both commercial and naval shipbuilding sector that will make HD Hyundai lead the upcoming new maritime era. Now, HD Hyundai is embarking on a new challenge, the development of unmanned system. The reason is very simple. The paradigm of defense field is rapidly changing. The recent war in Ukraine has proven the effectiveness of small unmanned systems. In addition, the global decline in population and the shortage of sea workers willing to serve at sea are accelerating the need for unmanned systems. Therefore, the development of the unmanned surface vessels and manned vessels with significantly reduced number of crew members is no longer an option. It is an absolute necessity for the future naval operations. In fact, the unmanned systems are becoming a reality much faster than many of us expected. Recently, the United States announced its plan to execute approximately 26% of its entire naval vessel, which is 134 vessels, as unmanned systems. In line with this vision, the US Navy has recently issued multi-billion-dollar program this August to begin the design and construction of new USVs. The Republic of Korean Navy has also unveiled its future vision called Navy Sea Ghost. Also in line with this, HD Hyundai is working on the design for combat USV for Korean Navy. Thanks for coming, Captain Lim. So in these circumstances, in this rapidly changing environment, I'd like to introduce what HD Hyundai's strategy for future naval vessel is. I can say our strategy can be summarized in two pillars: utilizing proven AI and collaboration. When it comes to proven AI, HD Hyundai is proud to have developed and commercialized the world's first AI-based autonomous solutions for commercial vessels. Building on this proven success, our strategy is to rapidly adapt and evolve this technology, the faster. Regarding the collaboration, we firmly believe that our partner Anduril brings unique resources and capabilities that can maximize the operational performance of unmanned naval vessels, the higher. The proven AI that HD Hyundai has is what we call vessel autonomy. At the same time, the core technology that Anduril has is mission autonomy. The combination of these two forms the very foundation of our collaboration. As you may imagine, the vessel autonomy for naval vessels refers to a technology that enables a vessel to execute its assigned mission autonomously, safely, reliably, without any human intervention. HD Hyundai's HINAS, which has been applied to over 200 commercial vessels worldwide, it is proven and trusted solutions. It allows vessels to automatically identify collision risk and perform the avoidance and control both speed and heading during navigation. Building based on this proven foundation, our naval vessel autonomy takes these capabilities to the next level. It enables 360-degree threat detection, identifying not only surface targets, but also aerial targets, and can automatically assess and respond to potential dangers in real-time basis. Based on the HiCams, which is also a commercial solution from HD Hyundai, we are also developing damage control autonomy, AI-based system that can automatically detect and respond to damage and safety-related events such as flooding, fire, etc. In addition, another proven solution, HiCBM, has been evolving into machinery autonomy, continuously monitors the condition of onboard equipment, and automatically respond to any malfunction or abnormal event as it occurs. These technologies form the very core of HD Hyundai's vessel autonomy. This proven solution will serve as a key software foundation for both Korean and global surface vessels. Now, let me introduce mission autonomy that Anduril proudly brings to our partnership. Mission autonomy is an advanced system that analyzes the battlefield environment and automatically allocates appropriate missions not only to a single vessel, but also to an entire fleet of vessels operating together. It is expected that this mission autonomy can significantly contribute to setting up concepts of operation for future manned, unmanned vessels for Korean Navy as well. There are many companies around the world developing vessel autonomy, but among them, HD Hyundai is widely regarded as one of the best. Likewise, there are many companies focusing solely on mission autonomy, and again, Anduril is the best. Neither vessel autonomy nor mission autonomy alone can achieve the true autonomy. Only when those two combine together, we can say true autonomy. By combining HD Hyundai's vessel autonomy with Anduril's mission autonomy, we will develop safer and truly intelligent unmanned vessels. In fact, Anduril and HD Hyundai began discussions on collaboration last year. And this year, we officially signed some partnership agreement and launched joint project to create our synergy. Our collaboration, by the way, goes beyond developing autonomous solution. It also includes collaborative efforts in the design and construction of unmanned surface vessels together in both Korea and United States as well. The new era of unmanned naval vessels, which once existed only in our imagination, is not far away. I'm pretty sure that this new era will arrive in the near future. HD Hyundai and Anduril and HD Hyundai will lead it together with the best technology and the strongest partnership. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.